quickly, it's a briefing on this boat as well as on the boss scooter, yes. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it, after which you can jump right back into your vacation. Before that, let me go ahead and introduce to you guys the crew who are here to keep you all safe. I'm going to start off with our boat captain. He's in charge. Any concerns, please talk to him. His name is Kelly. A round of applause for Kelly. Good morning, everyone. On board, he's in charge of answering all your questions on board. Talk to him. We got Victor. You guys will have a full hour to snorkel. I do recommend everybody here to do this. It's a real beautiful area, lots of coral life, lots of fish life. I promise you will enjoy snorkel activity. You will have a gentleman taking care of your safety. Any concerns on that, please talk to him. Round of applause for Damien. Good morning, guys. Safety guy is taking care of you today. First of all, we got Corby. We got Omar. And we got Jesus. Morning, guys. Today we also have the privilege of having an underwater photographer. He will be talking more about what he's doing after I finish up. Round of applause for Nevada. Good morning. That's all the staff that are here to take care of you guys. They all speak very good English. Have any questions for our island, for our ocean, feel free to talk to any one of them. Moving over to the boat. On board we have a first aid kit and an O2 kit. Any breathing problems, any injuries, let us know. That way we could assist you. Trash bin is located next to the captain, please. Any trash do not place on board, ends up in the water. We need to keep our areas clean as possible. Straight back, we have a dry box. Electronic devices, glass one to keep really dry, really safe. Place them in the dry box. They will be perfectly dry and perfectly safe. Cruise ship policy. All we can offer you guys today is some ice cold water. I do recommend everybody here to hydrate themselves before going into the boss scooter. And your cups are in the dry box. Whenever you have a cup, please hold on to it until the end of the day for us, please. Snorkel equipment, all your fins are located in this white box right up here where these ladies and gentlemen are being seated. Ladies, they're all men's size. Whenever asking or grabbing your fins, adjust accordingly, maybe a size or two down for us, please. Once you do have your fins, you do know they fit, try not to put them on way up here into a duck walk to the ladder. Accidents do happen. Please place your fins on at the ladder. At best, you can even place them on in the water. Masses are located all the way back to my right-hand side. The way it works, you have two big round tubs. One of them has your mask with detergent as well, chlorine as, and a tub of chlorine water. You will take one out of that tub. The other tub is a tub of fresh water. That is where you will get to rinse your mask and you're good to go. Like I said before, anyone here who has never snorkeled before, have a long time haven't done it, make sure to see Damien. He'll be more than happy to assist you. After your boss activity, after your snorkel activity, you want to take a freshwater shower. We do have one on board. There you go. Clap on, clap off. Feel free to have a freshwater shower at any time you guys think it's necessary. Moving up to what you guys came to do. If at this time anyone's a little nervous about this, please don't be. It's really recreational, maximum that 10 feet. You can't fall off, you can't tilt over. What I'm going to give you a quick briefing is on how to enter, exit, and also manage your scooter. What we're going to do, we're going to lower these scooters to the back of the boat, bring them across to the ladder 5-10 feet away. Captain Kelly, he will assign you a number. As you can see, they all have a number. Please go to that specific number. The reason why, these scooters are all designed for different heights. So please go to the number that Captain Kelly assigned you to. Damien is going to help us demonstrate how to enter, exit, and also manage your scooter. Captain is going to give you a number. You will take a short swim over. Hopefully it's not like that. Notice, he's throwing the buoyancy control device at the very tip. Why you want to hold it at the tip, keep you nice and floaty at the surface. Distance you away from the sea scooter, that way you're not banging your feet into it. If by any means you try to hug this ball, you will roll over. Possibly swallow some salt water, that's no good. Remember, when holding your buoyancy ball, please hold it at the very tip if possible with both hands. Diver is going to swim up, remove the buoyancy ball out of your hands. Grab a hand plate directly behind the sea scooter as well as the other. Basically what he just did, he just lined you up so that you may enter straight in. That way you're not figuring out, do I have to turn around? No, remember, when entering, you will enter straight in, head first. Why do I say head first? If you try sitting first, you will never fit. It will look like this and it never works. If you do make this happen, you will have to come back up. Dive leader is going to once more remind you, sir, head first, nice and gently. Also to remember, your dive leader is going to be positioned right next to you. You need assistance, he's going to place his hands on your upper shoulders, help guide you in something like this. There you go. Once you are in the bubble, water is going to reach your chest high. Feel free to start breathing. Yes, it's a little different than breathing up here, but I promise if you give it a minute, you will get used to it. Can everybody tell me what is this sign?
Okay.
Very good. It is the okay sign. It goes for a question as well as an answer. If you never ask, sir, are you okay? And you are, please give it right back to him. What happens if you're not okay at any point? You want to poke your hand as far up as possible, and you're going to give me this sign. This is our distress sign. This means something is wrong. And that was going to quickly swim over. Sometimes you can point out your problem. For example, something is wrong on the boss scooter. Something is wrong my ears. Something is wrong. I want to go up. Anything, yes, there is a possibility that you may point out your problem. But if you are okay, please give the okay sign whenever it's asked for. He will extend your buoyancy ball to 10 feet. Notify you, sir, we're going down. It's time to equalize. We establish every 3 feet. We feel an exact pressure on our ears. The way we remove that pressure, we equalize by pinching our nose. We try exhaling right back to our same nose, but we're not. We're just popping our ears. Can you guys do that one for me, please? Very, very important that you know how to equalize. How will you make this happen? Yes, your hands are able to go into the bubble. You can pinch your nose, remove the salt away from your eyes, your hands, how free access in the bubble. As we descend, I do recommend equalize as often as possible. What happens if you do go down and you did not get the pop your ears the way you should? You are going to find a little discomfort on one of them. Remember what you have to do. Distress sign, my ears. That was going to take you back up to the surface. Do the whole process once more, nice and slowly. That way you may get enough time, pop both ears and continue with your dive. If you did equalize the bottom surface, you are okay. Please give the okay sign whenever it's asked for. How to manage your scooter is super easy. You have a handle, it's not a forward handle. It will never move. It's a nice little lift handle. You lift from side to side. You pull down right, it will go right. You pull down left, it will go left. You keep it centered, it will go straight. You have one button you're allowed to touch. That's your go button. It's located on your right hand side. The way it works, you press, you go, you let go, you stop. My advice, once you do press it, hold it down. Cruise yourself around a coral reef. It's a much more enjoyable ride than pressing off and on. On your left hand side, you guys are going to find two big white buttons. That was going to touch those. He's going to say do not touch. Those are for us. That was to lower the scooters and take them back up. Right hand button, touch all you want. Left hand button, do not touch. Proper way of positioning your feet on the scooter straight up forward. Those are all the instructions I have to give you. If by any means you forget any, no problem. It is your vacation. You will have Darwin to constantly remind you of what you need to do. Everybody's breathing fine. We did a practice ride. We're going to put you in a starting lineup. It's going to look something like this. Everyone holding hands. It is a guided tour. You must follow your dive leader. He's going to go ahead off the line, get everyone's attention. He's going to mimic let go hands. You guys are going to let go hands, place them on the console, press your go button, and follow him. Whole tour is about a half an hour. You brought your underwater cameras. Feel free to take pictures of the different coral reefs, different fishes while we're moving. Please do not take pictures with your family members while the whole tour is moving. Reason why? It's very hard for you to get at a good angle and snap pictures with them. You try to make it happen, you hold back everybody else. You guys have a wristband with a letter and a number. That wristband will allow us on our stop to gather you right back with your family members. If you have a camera, feel free to give it to anyone of us divers. We'll be more than happy to snap your family pictures for you. Important to remember, once we do make you hold hands, please remain that way for just a minute. Our photographer is also going to come around snapping the family groups, after which we can continue on with our dive. We're going to go around, come back to the ladder. I will notify you, sir, we're going up. At this time, feel free to sit there and do nothing. He will take you to the surface. My last sign for you is this one, which means it's time to get out. How will you make this happen? Nice deep breath. Both hands here on the upper bubble, and you're going to do a slight bump push for back. You will pop right out something like this. Round of applause for Damien, guys. Once you do come out of the bubble, you should be pretty close to the ladder. Feel free to swim back. You do not want to swim at that second. Feel free to grab onto your buoyancy ball once more. Any questions? Guys, good? Nice and easy, right? All right. I would like you guys to please give Nevada a minute of your time, after which I do recommend let's get ready to hit the water. Thank you so much for your attention.
Hey guys, let's just take a sec. Again, my name's Nevada. I took your photos as you got on the boat. Those are just for fun. More importantly, once you get into the scooters, I'll be scuba diving down there alongside you, getting all kinds of action shots. Sometimes you'll see me, sometimes you won't, but I will get several shots of each of you from at least a couple of different angles. And a quick side note, Whether you buy the photo package or not, I'll photograph all of you as if you did, so just bear with me. You'll see me quite a bit. I've got a cool camera set up. I put this wide angle lens on the front of the housing. It takes awesome underwater pics. If you're interested in the photo package, it's important to remember two things. Number one, most importantly, it's just one price per group. Whether there's 2 of you, 4 of you in your group, it doesn't matter. It's just one price for everybody in your group. The second thing to remember, have one person give me your name and email address. It doesn't matter when you sign up, just make sure you talk to me before you get off this boat today. I'm not going back to the cruise ship with you guys. Cost of the photo package is $60. Cash, since we're at our remote location today, we cannot do digital payments unless of course you have international data. Then we could do like a Venmo, PayPal, Cash App type of thing. Digital payments are $65. I do have change for you guys if you need it as well. That's about it. You're going to have a great time. A couple quick tips. You are a big group, so this will just make your experience better and make the photos a lot better. Number one, no hand holding while the tour is going. We'll do all the hand holding, couple shots, family shots at the halfway point. So don't worry, we will get those. But while the tour is going, just worry about yourself. I'm going to be photographing just you. The second thing to remember, when you see me taking your photo, don't take your finger off the button. Keep coming right at me. That's what I'm planning on. Unless I say stop for a second, I want you to come right at me. It works out really nice that way. And the third thing, if you can remember it can be tough sometimes, try to spread out a little bit. You guys are a big group. You'll be in a big cluster. The photos will always turn out good. If you spread out a little bit, get some blue water around you, they can turn out great. Just try to spread out a little bit instead of being right next to somebody the whole time. That's about it, guys. Sit tight for a second. We still have to moor up, and they're going to tell you which color wristband is going first.